So what's up guys, video 36, and today's video is on trials and tribulations. As humans, this is something we all go through, and it is a struggle. Someone like myself has this problem of being sad, being depressed, but you gotta realize that it's just a moment, because it really is. And like what's hard for you isn't hard for someone else, and what is hard for someone else isn't hard for you. So with like this is like I can go around and pick up a 25-pound dumbbell and like not think twice about it. It's light for me. But a little 5-year-old girl, that's almost impossible for her to pick up. You know what I'm saying? So what this means, just because someone is going through a certain struggle that you gone through, and you like, oh, that's easy, where you're like, oh, I'm failed to class, oh well, it's not the end of the world for me. But someone, that is the end of the world for them, because this is the worst thing that's ever happened to them, or the worst thing at this possible moment that they feel. And you got to have respect, and you have to have sympathy for them, because you can't just look at somebody and be like, oh, that's light work, oh, that's easy, because everybody is different. Like with me, obviously, going back to the analogy of a little 5-year-old girl, I walk around 140 and I could bench press 170, and like obviously my friends who are like 225 are like 170 ain't nothing. I'm like, yeah, but that's 30 pounds more than my weight. That's just so much percentage of my weight. Can you do that? You know what I'm saying? So it all comes down to perspective and what you are going through, because everybody has their own way of dealing with it. Everybody has their own problems, but this is something you just got to get through, because it is temporary. And I know this is really relating to the last video, one of the last videos, but it's just, I just starting to go what I feel that day. And today I just feel really down. I feel really sad, just because life is just overwhelming, consuming me. But I got to sit down and realize, like, hey, you've had some great days this month. These are just one of the few shitty days you've had this month. And I know this. I know I'm going to get through it. I just have to distract myself, or just sit down and talk to myself, write it out or something. But just like with you guys, this for you guys, you got to realize that it is temporary. You will get through it, because we get through everything. You've survived 100% of the bad days you've had, and that is a given. So if you were going to quit, you should have quit way back then when you first wanted to, but you're already here, so might as well keep going. And this is the mindset I have when I work out, when I'm running, because I'm like, oh, I'm running a mile, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, well, you were tired at half a mile. You should have quit back there. I'm like, damn, you're right. So I'm going to keep going. And then I just keep going and keep going. Like when I wanted to quit at quarter mile, then I wanted to quit at half a mile, then 3/4 of a mile, until I finally get there. And this is the mindset that you got to have, is that just keep pushing, because eventually you will get to the end. And I just want to let you guys know that everything is temporary. The sadness is temporary, the happiness is temporary, but you will get through it no matter what. So like and share, guys. Keep your head up, because it is a very shitty world out there, and we will get through this together. Like and share, guys.